the meantime, we do have more games. Specifically, one more game between Rolf and Beanie, notably
Just one game?
just Beanie. Well, we can call it a match and add some more games on top of it if you would be interested, would you?
It'd be nice. I think with just one game isn't that interesting. I mean, it's nice, but we can do a bit better.
Well, at the very least, we know that the game will not be on library or balcony because both of those have been banned. Modern has been a restricted venue from Beanie, and it appears that Rolf has declined the restriction, so not trying to play with those mind games of single sets. Ballroom
So many
and
declines.
indeed. I mean, you don't really want to show someone that you're afraid of playing a venue, right? Because
I
that's
mean,
essentially what it
I
is.
guess you're showing
And
that you're afraid of a balcony.
well, everyone's afraid of balconies. They are good players after all. Aquarium and ballroom are our doubled venues with Terrace and Tian saved for last as singles. And judging by the fact that I have a ballroom game open in front of me, it appears that we are stunned with Beanie Speaks.
Oh, ballroom again. Here we go. Opie Wright's favorite venue.
Well, let's see how many bugs we will see on this one, as Kane has been picked by Beanie in game number 1. I believe that is correct, and I believe we will be starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Oh, we take control after landing at a pad and leave immediately. Usually not seen, but it's an interesting decision.
At the very least, judging by the fact that no one has shouted at me yet, I can deduce that I have opened the right game, so that's a good start. We are sitting in this conversation with not really anyone nearby, but there are a lot of people doing a lot of things at the party, so maybe something to look for at the potential frame attempt.
We have SDA join us, which is absolutely useless to us as a spy. Well, we can't know. It's not useless, but we can't know they joined, so it is kind of useless.
Kind of detrimental as well because Rolf is known to be a little bit of a camper. He do be watching some missions.
Banana bread.
And I'm going to guess that a banana bread near someone with a yellow arrow will be something to be stared at intently. Intensely, even.
Yeah, this was not a great fake BB. It doesn't, apart from giving mission to everyone else.
Well, that's kind of the point of a fake mission.
Well, obviously, but it means we are kind of giving up on completing ourselves, or we need to do a second BB, but our first BB has just given us some lowlights.
Indeed. Well, considering we have... That's a bug.
That
That
I think that
was
was
not
seen.
seen. That was not seen. That is perfectly legal and just Kane walking. It's
That was
hard to walk with a
definitely seen.
Kane. It's fine. We do get a book. We can try to go for an action test microfilm, hoping that the sniper doesn't see that as well, but this time around we are trying to believe that Rolf is able to see those, so we just put it back in
We're being
and
stared at. Yep.
get highlight for
Banana bread.
a
For the bug.
microfilm that we didn't do. And for that banana bread as well. Just being prescient about all of this. We do still need to complete 2 more missions before we end this game.
Or we can end the game in 60 seconds.
Or Rolf can end the game in earlier than 60 seconds. We'll see what happens. Never
there we
mind.
go. It's option C. Rov ends the game.
Option C for Camp wins the game. Rolf is now gonna be playing the spy, however, which is, I'm going to guess, slightly harder to win on. Not sure though.
I mean, yes, in general, it's said to be harder to win a spy than sniper.
Well, we'll see. Rocker is being the choice, and we shall begin in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
It's similar to having to serve in tennis. It gives you a slight advantage, but it's not like it's massive.
Ooh, that's actually interesting. I haven't played tennis in anything else other than fictional video game consoles.
Even in video games, it gives you an advantage. You can use like a super power shot as the serve.
Oh no, speaking of superpowers, so far we haven't been able to acquire any because our first flirt was not a green and just a measly white. However, we are staying at the window. Could be a potential time ad, not anymore. And Rolf will just try to find the wins there. A single spy win, I think, is enough for him to win the whole set outright. Just because he's one of the better snipers in this entire community.
I think we're
Oh,
just a little too far for the bug here.
well, we can be just here for the Berlin or something. Toby is right near us, after all. He's actually offering to us as well.
Are we doing anything? Yeah, we're just taking an innocent drink.
I mean, that does count as doing something.
I guess. Breathing is doing something.
A spy would never.
You have to control your next update for SpyParty is controlling breaths.
Yeah, breathing manually is a thing that a good spy should be able to do. However, Smallman is not being a good spy or a seduction target. He's just walking around, not doing any missions except for looking at books, and doesn't even want to get flirted. Or at the very least until this point. That's going to be our second white.
Rov isn't doing any better. We have 80 seconds and we only have one fingerprint and one flirt from completion for flirt, but that's it.
Yeah, but we also don't have a highlight.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which is a slight difference that might actually matter a lot there, because it allows us a chance to sleep up. There's
Should
going
finish
to be
flirt here. There we go.
our first mission, 50 seconds to go. We still need to find some things. We can start with this fingerprint, potentially a purloin, but would advise against it. Yes, indeed. Just picking up the drink, picking up the print, picking up the highlight, and talking. And not talking.
I mean, we need to BB by now.
And talking again, because we're banana breading, so that's
And
our
in the
third
red.
mission. Still need to find a fourth. Still need to find a fourth. And the
And
bug,
there we go.
are we getting shot for it?
Come on. Really? That wasn't seen? Wow.
I mean,
Impressive.
the biggest give there is, I believe, the path. Because
Yeah.
the hand, I think the hand is not quite visible from that angle.
No, you have to suspect it, but still.
Well,
When you know they have fingerprint.
that's the thing. It was not suspected.
Oh well.
2-0. Beanie already on the back foot and now having to play spy again. Needs to find some things. Picking up Sari for our third game of Ballroom in this game and seventh game of Ballroom this stream. We shall see how it will begin for the very least in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
OJ always a good choice. Very slow
Oh.
though. Oh,
Oh.
okay, we're just going for immediate swap. That works. I like how we're just staying here as well, just in case the sniper hasn't seen us at statues. Yep, that's a highlight, but is it a highlight for the inspects or is it a highlight for swap?
I really like this play. I think that against someone who just camps you out, it is a pretty good idea to just try and get something in the time of chaos, hoping that the sniper does not see it. And a swap is not that bad of an option. It doesn't really leave a trace if the sniper did not see the statues in the first place. So now Beanie just hoping that he doesn't get credited. There are a few people going to those statues as well, so might help covering the tracks later.
We do have a good number of missions, so we can afford to chill in this conversation for a little bit. Oh, we're moving. Going for a double agent. Not a bad choice.
Indeed. And gonna get our second point soon enough with a banana bread, I would presume. Yes, indeed.
And
It's
in the
going to
red.
be a green test as well. So just making it harder for Rolf to shoot for. However, we will need to get that last inspect if we want to finish the games that way. Which might be an issue.
We might get shot for it, yeah.
We do be going back to the conversations that we started from. I think the same position as well, or maybe just slightly away from our seduction target. However, we are talking, and we are shot for completing flirt, I believe.
We didn't even complete flirt.
Yeah, well, tells it to Rov. Flirt camping is a very carry beast. It's a very weird one and a very powerful one. And the fact that people are capable of this and just shooting for that, well,
I think
also
we
the
weren't
soft
sure for the
suspicion,
bug.
but could be. That's a good point.
Oh well, on to the next game.
Indeed. Rov now up 3-0. Will he continue sweeping? Let's find out as General is chosen in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And before you get to speak, I have to point out that that's an atrocious choice for an ST. Like, my senses are just blown out by this complete lack of taste. It has no function on the game, mind you, so it's completely fine, but have to comment on it.
I mean, clearly, the fact is that mathematically, General and Queen just have to match together, right?
She's not even at the party, so this is just general flirting with random people.
Just because she's not here.
Can I just
Yeah.
comment? What a nice briefcase redirect. All right, you guys can keep going. Sorry.
Thanks for talking about the game for once. We will try to not do that.
I mean,
Apologies.
they're just so good players that we don't need to mention good redirects, right? It's just it's a given.
The other thing is we are pretty bad players, so we did not see that trigger. But that's also why we are casting and they are playing. It all makes up, makes out to something in the end. We get a fingerprint and a highlight for it. So that's a start for Beanie. We do have 3 missions that are somewhat half completed, but highlight as well, which might just be the thing that nails us down later in the game.
Yeah, I think this highlight is almost game ending at this point. It's quite unfortunate.
Well, the highlight is pretty nice for the sniper, but the flirt percentage is nice for the spy as our second flirt comes off. And there are quite a few highlights at the party anyway, so might just be waiting for Beanie to sleep up on someone else.
Not doing much. I don't think we need to do anything right
Banana
now.
bread.
But here's the banana bread. We can get a few highlights for the sniper. So lowlights for the sniper. That's 3 of them as a
Highlights.
minimum.
If I see someone who highlights for banana bread, I'm very scared of that person.
Depends if they who they highlight. If they highlight someone in a conversation, that's fine.
And also which banana bread it is. However, in this case, the first one, there's a lot to play for. The flirt also being finished, leaving us with 2 half missions to complete, one of which is that fingerprint.
We still have an inspect and fingerprint to go. Yep. That's Can we find a briefcase? We only have 35 seconds, so a time could have been a good decision, but now it's too late. I think we're going for statues right now. We're gonna have around 15 seconds to find a
And
fingerprint.
it has a print on it.
Ooh.
Let's see, the inspect is green. So
And can we get the print?
is not
What?
here.
We-
However,
we-
the shot is.
We did. Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
What a game by Beanie. The sniper noticed the things that the spy forgot about.
If that
This-
wasn't a shot and it was a timeout, that would have been really sad. But it doesn't matter. So 3-1. Very nice.
Indeed. Not a sweep, which is already better than my expectations for that set. So let's see how Beanie will do on Aquarium, which is also a yet another interesting venue with its own can of worms. But as of now, we're gonna pick that win. I'm going to assume that's Bling because I don't want to figure out which one it is. And we shall begin in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Playing as Bling Twin, indeed.
Nice.
What's going to be our first move? Just joining an innocent conversation? Aquarium has slightly more time than Ballroom, so that's nice. It is also slightly bigger, so that's less nice, but we make do.
It also has slightly more occlusion, so that's nice, but
But it has a shark.
also has slightly more bugs, which is also pretty nice. We do go for a bug behind the shark completely. So that will be a
Nice.
toughie for Rolf to figure out.
Can we get a flirt here? No. Oh, no, we can't. Beanie was looking for it, though.
I mean, we can, but not in that conversation and not at that time.
We're still going for it, though.
I'm not sure if I like that position in the conversation, but Rolf does not seem to care as of now, and our first flirt is 51% green, so worth.
I mean, interestingly enough, when you're a camper, you don't have the... Depending on which type of camper, obviously, but you usually don't have the attention span to also check the position of all the guests in a conversation.
I mean, to be fair, looking at people swapping does take quite an amount of attention. So that's completely and utterly fair. Haled joins us at this bookshelf, which means that we can't really do much because that highlight will be looked at intensely. Putting the book back, going back to our seduction target. Yes, indeed. Will we get a green for the second flirt?
That'd be nice. And no, it is a white flirt.
So close and yet so far. However, the banana bread is green. It's also fake, so quite unfortunate, but only one low light off of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Because if we want to be B, once again, this is just free information. Even if it's just one low light. It's one low light that you don't necessarily want to see.
Indeed. Well, there is a twin with a delegate in hand, but he moves past the conversation. We are gonna move for a little bit before finding ourselves in a conversation on the right. Just kind of fishing for Alice, I believe. Just waiting for her to come around. Gets that flirt, gets that banana bread, which is going to be a green. There's going to be 2 more low lights, I believe.
Yeah, and this is the problem once again with starting with a fake, is that now you just go from a fake to real, and spies usually tend to do that. So if you pay attention to that,
And we
you
go
can
and we
get quite a
talk
lot of information.
immediately on entry, which is pretty suspicious, but don't think it's necessarily looked at. However, the laser starts moving, and when the laser starts moving, that means that the spy has done something, or someone has done something at the very least. We're highlighting the spy
30
for going to the
seconds?
statues. There's a swap,
It's a swap,
20 seconds on
yeah.
the clock. Are we trying to shock walk? I mean,
Very nice
kind
swap.
of. 3 seconds on the clock. 2, 1. He didn't see it.
Well played. That was very nice.
That's actually quite needed. We're finally getting a spy game for Beanie, which means that score is now 3-2, which means that Beanie is now sniping for a tie, which is going to be huge for this point of the game. Rov, however, picking up boots? Sure, we'll go with boots. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Do you prefer red dress? I mean, I'm not convinced.
Beige dress? I don't know.
Beige dress.
Maroon dress. No, that was a 5. Oh well. 51% on
pearls.
the flirt. That's a... Pearls is not even at the party. Come on.
Well, no, but she has pearls, so we can call her pearls as well, right? As long as pearls is not in the party, we can call her pearls. If that's not confusing.
Gabriel, you monster.
People of YouTube. Please. I do not know that man.
Okay, we have Mexican hat next to us, and
And we also have our hand sticking out. And also a little bit on screen, but aquarium is weird in that case because the shark has a tendency of being slightly in the wrong places for the wrong people. So I'm not sure if that was directly behind the shark or just on screen.
we're opposite of blue dress, which is nice. I just
Yes.
want to put that in. That was.
You think
that
that's
was literally
blue
the only
or...
reason.
I'd say she's more of a cyan, but we'll see. Maybe even a teal, like a duck color? Sure.
Ooh, teal. You think that's a good one? Teal. Maybe we should
Nah.
call her teal.
Teal is
No, I think
practically
that's too
green.
far
I mean,
away.
it seems like green dress to me.
That's fair.
Anyway, we're in a conversation with our double agent.
And in the
She
red.
looks quite nice. No,
Yeah,
looks like
we
a queen. No, queen.
we do banana bread right next to lavender dress, aka pearls. So, apologies, chat. We are gonna be serious at some point in the future. Not for the duration of this game. I think. I think it's gonna take some time to pull ourselves together.
I mean, it's
Ambassador?
just a standard game. There's nothing special that has happened. We've had one bug. It was a nice bug, I have to say, but that's it.
I mean, the fact that
Oh.
there was a bug makes the game special. Or
Right.
rather, not special, because we have seen a bug in almost every single game right now. 100%
Okay,
on
now
the
we're-
flirt?
We're next to high heels. And we finished the flirt.
Yes, indeed. Just need to find the fourth. We have a minute 30 to figure it out. And we do have that weird penguin joining us, so that's good.
I prefer bow tie, even though there's someone else that also has a bow tie, but we can't all have a bow tie, okay? We have to share.
That's fair.
The other guest that has a bow tie, we can call him Flower. He has a flower, right? Like, what is that?
I would
That is
personally
flower.
call him Black Dress, but whatever.
Black dress, I like it. Or tuxedo.
No, that sounds too official.
Are we gonna
Wait,
finish
well-
with Purloin?
We can, however, call Bowtie Tux, because he looks like a penguin and he wears a tuxedo, so it all makes sense. We do get that Purloin, we don't get any crashes, but we do get a
Oh.
shock walk.
There we
So
go.
no shot inside. Rov dances his way to victory
Nice.
as we get him back ahead. Beanie still needs to spy to get it back to a tie. Why does it rhyme? I don't know. But Duke is going to be our spy. And with his little eye, Rov will try to figure out what is this all about. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay. We're going for a bug? No, we're not going for a bug.
No,
We're
we're
going
going
for
for
a
a
flirt.
legal path. And a flirt. And an instant leave. There is no reason to, like, follow etiquette against the camper, right? Because he will highlight you for something else. In this particular case, inspects, which on Aquarium you do highlight for the first inspect, because the second inspect can be a swap, can be a shock walk. And, you know, it's not really the time of day to deal with shock walks. It's almost midnight over here. It's almost 9 for Rov. think he's just wanted to finish the game and go home, or rather stay home, because it is a computer game. So he'll probably be playing at home. And what's the game? What's happening in the game?
When are we gonna have some offline events so we can finally say they're gonna go home fast, you know, as casters?
Isn't that PAX?
Well, yeah, but PAX doesn't have a offline event, does it? They play games casually, but not competitively.
I mean, no one says that you can't play games casually at competitive events. Either
It'd
way,
be
the
nice to
banana
have
bread,
finals at PAX.
the
And in
banana
the
bread
red.
is going to be a white. Apologies, I have to speak about the game at some point. That's literally in the contract that I don't have.
Wait, I signed a contract? God damn it, where is it?
You are Gabriel. You've signed up so many contracts. You're basically the TO of every tournament you are not playing in.
I mean, fair, but
And some tournaments you are playing in, but that's besides the point. 55% on the flirt as of now, and it's also about to expire. We do have one inspect to ourselves, and we also have a bug somewhere. I didn't even see it because I was too busy talking about nothing.
we're gonna finish it inspects here, and then we can go for the last flirt. This is gonna be a nice finish if we don't get shot for this.
We will get shot because it is our second inspect, and that is aquarium. Yes,
There we go.
right.
we were just waiting for it, like silence for until the moment.
I would have been very annoyed if Rov just allowed that without shooting for it. That said, Rov, I believe we are now at 5-2, right? So only one game to secure a draw, 2 games to secure a win. And the spy game might just be the last spy game of the set. So let's see what he will do on a twin, which I'm going to assume is bling because I don't care. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I mean, you can see if there's a clip on the tie.
No, clips are a YouTube thing, not a Thai thing.
Anyway, blue dress here. One of the two. Bling blue
No.
dress.
No, that one's blue dress, the other one is gray pants.
Ah, fair. It's not very gray though. It's more like black. We do get a 24% flirt. And we're
Yeah,
just
that's the
waiting
important
for
part.
our drink.
Yeah, gonna pick up a delegate, maybe even fire it off later if we're feeling particularly adventurous. But
I'm wondering now if the game didn't have any spy missions and you just had missions which were talk with the specific guest about something, and it's just a normal party where you get drinks.
now
There's
that's
no
just
sniper.
called a visual novel, and there are games like that.
And you get a chat box and you can talk with others.
No, that's called watching casts on twitch.com/SpyParty. Join us if you're on YouTube or something. We broadcast sometime once per week, I think. Anyway, let's stop with the shoutouts and start with the actual game commentary because we're here for that for some reason. 75% on the flirt. The flirtation cooldown has just about expired. We are gonna just take an innocent sip of our drink and do nothing.
It's
Okay,
amazing.
back to random bullshit.
I think we need a Twitch plays spy party. I think that would go wonderfully, and there's no way this could go wrong.
I mean, the only way I can see that happening is if the sniper is also Twitch plays, and the time is set up pretty high. But
I mean, at that point, you're just playing blind spy party, you know.
and if there's anything that I know about this game is that blind sniper party is actually pretty weird and a lot harder than blind spy party. So I would
It was
think
fun
twice
though.
about it.
And in
It
the
should
red.
allow me
The-
to win
the
over
laser.
one of the more competitive players, as a fake banana bread is out here in the wild.
Yeah, we still only have a seduce left, and we have 80 seconds. So I think our random talking is working. This
I mean,
is distracting the spy.
it is also aquarium, so you only need like what 2.5 missions done, and then you just go to a statue, inspect, clank. Wait, no, you swap, and then you dance.
Come on, bug. Oh, well, there we go.
No, what do you hold him for? He's not going to bug there. That's visible.
Well, we have 50 seconds left, and we still have only one mission done. So,
Oh,
and
he's
we're
gonna go
doing-
in time ads. That's legal. That's what normal people do. They check their watch and they get more time.
I wish that worked. And we're not even doing it. What is
Bold
this?
move.
35 seconds for 3 missions.
Well, we are gonna send what's the naming conventions that we went for? Black dress? Sure, black dress. To the bar, and we are gonna go to a conversation of relative innocence. There is a double agent in there, but there's also 10 seconds on the clock.
Why are we not doing anything? Okay,
Well,
we are
banana ready.
Go for a swap, bug, doing
And
something.
we're bugging. And we're running out of time. Because the delegation cooldown expired right before.
Goodness.
This could have been a very fun game if that took. But that did not take.
And we were just left with 3 minutes of flirting and 30 seconds of action.
I don't think that was flirting. I think that was just us talking about names. But if you want to call it that,
I mean,
yeah, we'll figure out what we do on our date later. As of now, let's look at Terrace because it is a pretty place for pretty people. Hair is going to be chosen, aka red dress, aka Oprah, aka
High
pearls.
heels.
high heels.
Yes.
Yeah, high heels.
And we are gonna be starting this game in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Now,
But
no,
what was that path?
Japan.
We're not even bugging.
Japan. We're still being AI controlled.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even see that. Wow, that was something. Anyway, back to random bullshit.
Unfortunately, that strategy doesn't quite work if your AI moves straight into the statues first thing in the morning and becomes the primary suspect. So we will have to take it. We will have to take an inspect just because, yes. And we start talking. There's a lot of people at bar. There are 6 missions that we need to complete 3 of, not 7, which is pretty important because I think the customary terrace layout is at 3 out of 7 variant with
Wait, I
less
thought it was
time on the
changed.
well,
Oh,
it has
goodness.
changed, but you have forgot that we're playing SCL, where traditions
No,
are
I thought that
king.
was changed for SCL. I meant.
No, the only
Oh,
one
well.
that changed for SCL is pub. So Blast
fair.
Terrace is still there.
Banana bread.
And there is still time to, like, look at things, look at the pretty venues that is around and contemplate which one of those people are we gonna make the sniper shoot. Ideally not us.
Okay, ST is going for a briefcase. It's not gonna do much, but we only have 1 inspect. We still have to start our flirts here.
I mean, you don't need to complete missions if you can get someone else to complete missions. And I think Green Dress has just picked up her 2nd fingerprint.
Yeah, she's volunteering to be the spy.
Well, just need to find a banana bread now.
Oh, there she goes. She's
And-
flirting.
Not flirting just yet. We do stay silent, both of us, as a matter of fact. The double
That's
agent
awkward.
is not near us, but she's talking.
Oh,
There's the banana
Banana
bread.
bread.
It's
Ooh.
green.
oh. No, we're
Rolf
not getting
did
shot.
shift
God damn
on
it.
this. Rolf did shift on her. That was so close. And now we have to complete missions because the banana bread did not work. It also wasn't real, so gonna wait for them to show up for a real banana bread, or gonna find a way to complete the rest of that flirt, the rest of those inspects, and something else without getting shot by Rolf in 40 seconds. The laser is not happy with what's happening.
Feels like a game show. You have 35 seconds to find 2 more missions. Go. We're not doing anything.
So behind fingerprint, there is a goat, right? Do you want to solve the missions that you're doing?
Why are we not moving? I don't get it. Please, do something. Oh my goodness.
The double agent doesn't join. Which means that our plan did not succeed.
We haven't. Are we,
Banana bread.
are we AFK? What is this?
It was a perfect plan for that part where you need to get a real banana bread on the frame target, which unfortunately did not quite happen. So,
We didn't do anything for a full minute.
yes, that's called playing terrace.
That's a third more. That's just a little less than a third of your time.
Oh, she did have real. So the double agent just left afterwards. Yeah, I mean, if she did have real, then it's actually just a soul crush and hold by Rolf. Unfortunate, Rainy. Oh well. Let's see how Rolf will do his 3 out of 6, 3:30 on the clock. However many guests I can't count. Terrace on one of the blue dresses. I'm gonna say the bling one because I don't care. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Bug. Here we go. Nope, too late. Okay.
Wait, is
So-
it actually blink twin for the 3rd time in a row? Let's
Yes.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, it's
See?
blue dress for the 3rd time in a row.
It works every time. Every time you see a twin and you don't see which one, you say it's bling.
I also like how we're being immediately highlit.
I mean, that's for being the spy, naturally.
Yeah, we have a green arrow.
Oh, I have to point out that the green arrow is not visible for the sniper, but
Oh.
look.
But okay. But that makes it impossible to know who the spy is, right? How
What?
could they get more than 50% of the wins then?
Spies still do some weird things like missions or something? I don't know. I never got
okay.
the appeal of that part.
That makes sense.
But yeah, frames are particularly popular on Terrace because there's not enough cover to reliably do missions and finish via that. And also there's only one double agent and it's known for both parties, so you can play around that if you're trying to frame. And know for a fact which for whom the banana bread was real and for whom it was fake and who was out.
We've got a
Right.
few highlights now, so that's nice for the spy.
Banana bread.
Fake
90%
BB. Ooh,
of the-
nice, that worked. Small man getting shot here.
Never would have seen that coming. Smallman being shot? Nah, that sounds...
I wonder what the... Because Flirt was certainly not finished, and then there was probably a suspected bug.
Man, poor Tox.
That's unfortunate. Bow tie.
He was behind the ambassador for a while there. So,
Frame attempts seem to be particularly common here, right?
as a matter of fact, it might have just been the case.
Well, that's congratulations to Rav here.
Oh, we're at 7 already? Wow.
Yeah. Goes by fast when you say random stuff all the time.
At the very least, I got to see Terrace, and I'm pretty happy with how it went.
Yeah, it was a nice venue.
So yeah, congratulations to Raw for winning this one. Commiserations to Beanie for losing this one. Now we need to stop talking about random things and talk about random things. As this game is
Yep.
called SpyParty. You can buy it on spyparty.com or on Steam. It's perceived as a party game, but it's not quite a party game, and if you watched until that point, you might have you might have understood it. However hard it could have been with our cast. This tournament is called SCL. The signups for it are open right now, I guess, and
You
they
can
are
message me on
they
Discord.
are always open. If you want to start playing in it in like 5 years or whenever the next cascade starts, a message Gabriel on the Discord. And to join the Discord where you get to message Gabriel in to join the SCL, you can go to discord.gg/spyparty, I believe is the link.
Yep,
And
correct.
as a matter of fact, it's not just the only tournament that is about spy parties. There are a few of those popping around.
Yeah, there's another
here
one
and
called
there.
Golden Gold. It's administered by someone who's quite nice, I think. And its signups are currently open for another two days, if I'm correct. I don't know. I need to ask the tournament organizer.
So yeah, the other thing is, I know.
I think that's
There,
it.
there is a point where we say goodbye at some point, so I'll just say it right now, and then we'll keep talking, and you'll just cut us off at some point, right, Graf?
Yes. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Yash and Gabriel.
Thank you, Grash, for hosting.
For sure.
So, yeah.
We will end here. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Have fun.
See ya.